quietly. For a princess is a delicate thing, delicate and dainty as a dragonfly's wing. You can recognize a lady by her elegant hair. But a genuine princess is exceedingly I sing them all. This one's the prettiest, but it's not quite accurate. I happen to know the true story of the Princess and the Pea for the very good reason that I was there. It was a small kingdom ruled over by a talkative queen and a mute king. And the princess in the story was not the only princess put to the test. In fact, there were 13 princesses. Princesses who were hoping to wed the prince, but for whom reason or another were found unsuitable. In fact, the day I had arrived, they were testing princess number 12. A curious quiz was in progress.
Are you ready for the next question?
I guess so.
This question concerns famous rulers. Are you sure you're quite ready?
Uh-huh.
Very well then. Name 3 kings. Is that clear?
Yes. Would you repeat the question, please?
Name 3 kings.
May I take the third king first? Well then, 3 kings are...
Is this a trial?
No, it's a test to see if she's a true princess.
King John, King Arthur, and...
Does it matter if she's a true princess?
Oh yes, if she's a true princess, we can all get married.
King Ethelred?
That is absolutely correct.
She's smart, Mama. Can I marry her now, Mama? Can I?
No, sweetheart, there's still one more question.
Oh,
This test isn't going to be fair.
it's the law that isn't fair.
The marriage law here. The marriage law here. Throughout this land, no one may wed till dauntless to the altar is led.
Dauntless?
The prince, until he marries, none of us can.
You have now reached the 7th plateau, and here's your final question. It is divided into 4 parts and concerns a famous man often referred to as the Knight of the Red Cross. 1. What was his name? 2. What beast did he slay? 3. How many rows of teeth did the beast have and what kind? And 4. What was the middle name of the daughter-in-law of the best friend of the blacksmith who forged the sword and killed the beast?
Number 1, St. George. Number 2, the dragon. Number 3, 12 rows of teeth, and they were iron. And number 4, would you mind repeating the question?
What was the middle name of the daughter-in-law of the best friend of the blacksmith who forged the sword and killed the beast?
The middle name
The middle.
of the daughter-in-law?
In-law. You have 30 seconds.
Please pass. Please, please pass.
Do you speak, my lady?
No, I...
20 seconds.
I wish her luck. She's a pretty little thing.
10 seconds. I'm terribly sorry. Your time is up.
Too bad, my dear, too bad. You do show a certain aptitude, but as for the brilliance of true royalty, I'm afraid not. Remember, blood tells, and yours didn't tell us quite enough. However, to show that there are no hard feelings, I offer you this consolation prize. Goodbye, good luck, and get out! Dauntless, stop pouting!
Watch this. As a perfectly plain piece of art. No cuts, no tears, no concealed pockets, and... What is it now?
Excuse me, Cardinal, but I have to take the instrument to signing with the castle steward.
Right this way. I'm on my way to Normandy. I won't be staying long.
For your father's sake, I will have a good deal with you. Do not address me as Cardamon in court. Just because your father and I were in show business together. Don't presume!
But
No!
the instrument...
No! No! No!
Pop! Sir Harry.
Darling, you missed the test.
Sweet Larkin, my new responsibilities as chivalric knight of the Herald have kept me busy.
The latest princess was a failure.
No!
Yes.
Bad enough. But don't despair, for we have plenty of time. But if a true princess is not found within the next few months, well, I'll go out and find one myself. For I don't deserve to wear these spurs.
Darling,
My love?
do you remember the royal joust on Whitsunday when you won those spurs?
Why, of course.
Hey, Harry.
Well, the old.
When you were named Sir Harry, the fairest and greatest knight in all the land.
Yes.
And everyone agreed that you had a brilliant future ahead of you. That you might someday be Lord Chamberlain or ever Prime Minister.
I don't know about Prime Minister.
And do you remember the picnic you all had later on the greensward with the lovely cold pheasant?
Yes, I remember that, yes.
And you and I wandered away from the others to climb the hill and watch the sun go down.
Yes.
And the lark was singing in the trees, and you said
You know me.
you'd remember that moment forever because the lark song reminded you of my name.
Yes.
And then we watched the sun go down.
Oh!
I'm having a baby! So you see, a princess Redongus must be found, and soon, or I shall have to go away somewhere. Oh, darling, I'm so worried. This would ruin you, and then you'd never be Prime Minister or anything. Just say the word, Harry, and I'll go. I'll go somewhere far away where it's dark and cold and miserable and lonely.
What? Oh! No, you'll stay right here. Why should we both have to suffer all our lives just because you had a moment of weakness?
Oh, Harry!
None of us perfect. Everything's going to be all right.
Thank you, Harry.
It won't be long, it won't be long, it won't. It can't be long before our dreams just a little while. You and I will be 1, 2, 3, 4. In a little while I will see you smile on the face of my son to be forever and in love. Is the way I have it planned, but don't always stay in love if the glove contains your hand. I can see it all down to every small detail, so I wish you would look around until you found a castle in the neighborhood for sale. Ha ha ha.
Come along, Douglas, and pick up your feet. And for heaven's sakes, don't squint. How many times have I told you not to look at the sun?
Yes, Mama.
That's better. If I have told you once, I have told you 100,000 times. I will not put up with you playing these foolish games and running around in the corridors. It just isn't dignified. We are the rulers of this kingdom, and if we do not set a proper example for the rest of the court, I'd like to know who will. I mean, what is the point of being a ruler if one isn't going to act as a ruler should?
Mama?
What now?
Mama, when am I gonna get my princess?
Douglas, I don't want to discuss this right now. You've nearly missed your cocoa.
But Mama, sometimes I get the funniest feeling that you don't want me to get married.
Don't want you to get married. Don't want you to get married, Douglas. Don't you trust me?
Yes, Mama, but...
Well, then how can you say such a thing? I want you to get married. How many times have I said I want you to get married? Only this morning I was saying to your father, I said, Sextimus, I want that boy to get married. It just isn't normal for a boy that age to stay single. We must remember he is next in line to the throne. I think we're not exactly the oldest people in the world, but on the other hand, we are going to live forever. And I know I feel much better, much easier, and much more relaxed in my mind if I knew that boy were married, settled, and set. And that is absolutely verbatim, exactly what I said to your father this morning. Of course, he didn't say anything. He never does. But you know him. I don't have to tell you how impossible he is. That's my cross of pain. If he makes me miserable, it makes me suffer, I just have to put up with it. And I will not allow it to affect my child's attitude toward him or me. He may be a mean, stupid, selfish, dreadful, rotten man, but he is your father, and I want you to respect him. There is only one person who really cares about your health and your happiness and your future, and that is what I'm talking about right now, your future. I want you to get married, but I don't want you to marry just anybody. I mean marriage is a lifetime partnership, and I wouldn't want to see my little boy make the same mistake I did and wind up miserable the way I did. You are a prince. You must marry someone suitable, someone who is good enough and fine enough and smart enough for my good, nice, sweet, beautiful baby boy. And of course, she must be a true princess. I've got something I absolutely insist upon. She must be a genuine, bona fide princess, just as I was. That's what you really want, isn't it? Someone like me. Well, of course you do. Just remember, you must trust me.
Your Majesty, Your Highness.
Hello, Harry.
Don't interrupt. Well,
Sir Harry has something he would like to say to you.
well,
Your Majesty, I would like to request a perilous labor. I wish to search for a true princess, one of royal blood. One that will suit Your Majesty and Prince Douglas.
no.
Mama.
No. We've been through all the eligible girls in the neighboring kingdoms. We will just have to wait until the little sisters grow up. And that will take years.
But Your Majesty, I plan to head north, over the mountains.
Oh, the mountains.
Across the Badlands.
Across the
And
Badlands.
into the marshland where the swamp lily grows.
And into the marshlands. Have you lost your mind?
Well,
That
Let him go, Mama, let him go!
No, you won't find anything there except for frogs and tadpoles and pigs.
Mama.
Did you know what the weather is
Mama.
like there? It
Mama.
rains and then it
Mama.
breaks the spot
Mama.
on the ground that sucks your shoes right off your feet.
Mama.
And then quiet! And you know how humid and oppressive it is there.
Mama, let Sir Harry try. For me, Mama, please.
It's your silence.
Hurry! Yes.
Now come along, Jonathan. Miss your cup.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Harry.
Don't be afraid, little Larkin. Not only will I bring back a true princess, but one that will pass the queen's test.
I believe you. I'm not afraid.
And I shan't be away long.
Only fly as fast as you can. We shall be waiting for you.
Who's we?
You know. And Harry, wear this.
Next to my heart. In a little while I will see your smile on the face of my son to be forever happy in love. Is the way I have been that my darling stay in love. If the glove contains your hand, in a velvet gown you'll be coming down the end. And it's bound to seem as though the waiting's only been a little while.
Sir Harry's perilous journey lasted 3 weeks, and Lady Larkin had almost all but given up hope that Sir Harry would find a proper princess. Then one sunny morning, when the crocuses were just beginning to dot the meadows, the North Tower spied 2 distant figures approaching at full gallop. The alarm was spread.
Sir Harry's back. Sir Harry's back with the new princess.
Quickly! Now let's see. How does that go in the old story? On a stormy night to the castle door came the last the prince had been waiting for. That, of course, is utterly untrue. In fact, it didn't rain that night. In fact, it wasn't even night. And it only looked as though the princess had came from a storm.
Actually, I swam the moat. But never mind. If I just stand here, there's a nice trail. I'll be dry in no time.
Look, Mama. She's all wet.
You swam the boat.
We tried to stop her, but she won't wait for the drawbridge.
She has determined to get here as soon as possible.
You swam the boat.
How do you get a boat from the route?
You swam the boat.
All right, I was a little anxious. My friend, Sir Harry, he's still out there. He told me you have an opening for a princess. Any princess. I figured the early bird. Anyways, here I am. Who's the lucky man? Hey, naughty, naughty, is it you?
Hey, naughty, 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 no.
Hey, naughty, naughty, is it you?
Hey, naughty, 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 no.
Hey, naughty,
perfectly understand that you have the nerve and the gall and the presumption to oblige my son's hand in marriage.
Mama, may I say something?
No. Do you imagine for one moment I would even consider you suitable for any such cause? My son's not going to marry any boat swimmer until I have any breath in my body. And I haven't been feeling well at all. I get these shooting pains on it through here, and don't you try to tell me it's the vapors. I know what the vapors are. I have had the vapors.
Since you're new here, watch closely. I should perfectly arrange these apartments. No cuts, no tears, no concealed pockets.
It's a nut house!
Wait.
Here's a one, I guess.
Sure, I'm as soft as the crab.
Well, glad to have met you.
I like you. Everybody does. Well, almost everybody.
Well, Dauntless, I'd like to stay, but I wouldn't want to come between you and your mother. So I guess I'll just face the facts, cut my losses, and head back to the swamp.
But I really like you.
You do? Why?
You swam the boat!
Dauntless, I know I swam the moat, but that isn't the real me. No, actually, I'm very shy.
She's in the boat again! Toilet drop, bitch! Are you alright down there?
Sure.
You want to see her swim, Mama? She's wonderful!
It's cold.
I like her, Mama. She swam the boat.
I don't need any help.
Twice! Can I marry her, Mama? Can I?
Marry her. When you marry, if you marry, you will marry a true princess.
I have the honor to announce the arrival of Her Royal Highness, Princess Winifred.
You're a little late. She's been and gone.
Gone?
Yes, she's swimming home. That, Sir Harry, is no princess.
But she's indeed your majesty.
What?
Oh, that one. You a jest.
I have no papers. Right here. Winifred, Princess of Ankenkill, guardian of the Midgard Serpent, and warden of the Ragnarok Marsh Lily. The inscription on her family crest reads,
And what does that mean?
Well, roughly it means that if at first you don't succeed...
Oh, never mind.
So, you see, she is a princess. At least a test, Mama. For me, Mama, please.
All right. The wizard and I will put on our thinking caps and come up with a good fair test, just as we always do. And I will prove to you that this girl cannot possibly be a princess.
Get her by the leg! Lift her leg!
We will test her for.
That is not my leg.
We will test her sensitivity. Everybody listen. She will have her test, and she will fail, just as they always do.
Fail what? The royalty test?
Every princess suing for my hand has to pass a test to prove she's true royalty.
What kind of test?
It's always highly secret.
Well, we'll figure that out later. Right now, I better get out of these wet clothes.
May I show you part of the castle on the way to your room?
Sure.
You're nice.
You're nicer.
Well, you're good looking too.
Well, you're better looking and nicer too.
Well, you're the better swimmer.
Oh, Your Majesty, I am so excited! Sir Harry is back, and he has brought us a wonderful new princess. I'm sure she is as delicate as an orange blossom. Yep. And I'm to be her lady in waiting, Sir Harry of Ravenston. Isn't he
me follow in his footsteps, but then I landed this jester job. And what's wrong? You're worried? About what? Who? Oh, some lady. Which lady? 2 syllables. First syllable. A bird. Some kind of bird. Hawk, bluebird, catbird, dove, eagle, finch, grouse, hawk, ibis, jay, cutie, lark, martin, lark.
Lady Larkin.
And a knight?
Which knight? Sir Harry.
Sounds like dust. Lust.
Oh, lust. Lust what? Oh, you're gonna start over, right?
She's in trouble.
What kind of trouble? Big trouble. How many syllables?
She's having stomach issues.
She's going to have a baby!
Does anybody else know? Sir Harry.
Of course, but does anyone else besides Sir Harry know?
Well, we can keep a secret. The question is, can you?
Oh, we know you can't talk. You can't talk, but you still manage to communicate.
He certainly does.
We have only 2 voices among us, and yet there's a third voice, a voice in disguise. You'll be hearing a trio and not a duet if you listen with both of your eyes. Kindly, with both of your we produce a unique and remarkable blend when we raise our 3 voices on high. We're in perfect accord from beginning to the end, the minstrel and I. Yet if one of our trio should ever depart, then the others would languish and die. We're like 3 different people with only one, the king and the jester and I. Say hey, naughty, naughty, hey, naughty, naughty, hi, little, little. Strike up a tune on the. Now the bishop declares our behavior is crude as he piously looks to the sky. 'Cause when we go in swimming, we always go to the king and the jester,
The king and the minstrel.
oh, the vintner makes wine from the grapes that he grows. 20 barrels were launched last July. Where they went is a secret that nobody but oh, the cook claims she's missing 1 chocolate cream roll and the fish that was ready to fry. Guess who's dining on pastry and filling up? Say hey, honey, honey, hey, honey, honey, over the devil. Crash just a flash on the. It's been said of our king that his morals are loose, but the queen is much worse on the spot. What's good for the gander is good for the. Say the king and the jester, the king and the
As if I didn't have enough trouble trying to protect my only son from every catch-penny princess that comes along. Now I'm surrounded by spies and traitors. Whom can I trust?
Me?
No one. And I am in no mood to cope with another one of those girls and sit in a stuffy chamber for hours when I am not feeling at all well. But that's the way Marcus wants it, so that's the way it will be. She will have her test.
Well, her papers seem to be in order.
I know, and the worst of it is that boy actually seems to like the girl. So we must think of a test that looks fair, sounds fair, seems fair, and isn't fair. When you had the idea to test your sensitivity, I could plot it right out now. But what exactly?
Table manners?
No, not hard enough. Sensitivity, sensitivity, I'm just loading with that here. In this one word is the epitome of the aristocrat. Sensitive stomach, sensitive hands and feet.
This is the blessing.
Also the curse of being a true elite. Common people don't know what exquisite agony is. Suffered by gentle people like me. Just get your hands off me. Think of the tricky test for that wretched mud-swimming princess.
Madam, may I suggest? Maybe we ought to.
Don't take all my time, not well, I need my rest. Now that I have asleep on that lucky mattress, oh God, my back. Sensitivity, pain of royalty, that there's a torture rack. Oh, I hate to sound grumpy, but my nerves are so jumpy. I am sure I could be really lonely if it were under the mattress as small as a pea. That's the answer. Under the mattress we will test her tonight. One tiny pea, but leave one thing down a mattress. Oh God, you're right. Any genuine princess would think if she doesn't, she's rude. Get the tiniest pea and order one mattress, no make it two.
Why not five?
10 I think would be plenty. Better still make it 20. And to play it safe in the oven, even that's not enough to ensure that she sleeps. We'll give her a soothing sedative, won't we? And if not a drink, something stunning. Oh, what your devilish island, where you think she's insensitive, so insensitive, she'll fall asleep, no doubt. God, but you're clever, brilliant, a genius, you are divine, get out.
It certainly does feel good to get out of those wet clothes. This old dress was just absolutely soaked.
Your Highness, the king has asked to meet the young lady.
Why? He never asked before.
He heard she swam the moat.
Douglas, is your father anything like your mother? Because if he is,
Oh, no. My father is silent.
I'd love to meet him.
Papa, this is Princess Winifred.
Your Highness, the king welcomes you. And he asks me to say that he hopes you'll get 100 on the test tomorrow.
Oh, well, thank you.
My father never touches his crown to his heart unless he really means it.
Alas, madam, the king is mute, or he would speak for himself. He's still under a curse cast by a witch long ago, before Prince Douglas was born. The curse says, King Sextimus will never talk until the mouse devours the hawk.
Until the mouse devours the hawk. Well, couldn't you just get a big mouse and a little hawk?
We tried that once, but the mouse got scared and ran away, and the hawk bit Daddy on the
Well, just let me get this test under my belt and I'm sure we'll figure something out. It certainly has been a pleasure meeting His Majesty. I recently had the pleasure of meeting Her Majesty. Now that is a nice man.
Your Majesty, I think you'd better speak to Prince Dauntless very soon about, you know,
About what?
well, your father feels that he has been neglecting his duty. And now that you're old enough to get married, he thinks you ought to have a little talk, you know, man to man.
You mean about things? You mean right now?
Well, your father thinks that maybe it would be better to wait until later. He says there are a few facts he wants to look up first. What? Don't ask me.
Well, Dauntless, I certainly do like almost both your parents.
We want you to be happy here. We know it's a lot different from what you're used to.
It certainly is a little hard making the adjustment to dry land and everything.
You must feel like a fish out of water.
As a matter of fact, I do. You see, where I come from, we don't have any dry land. Well, some of the poor people do, but we nobility all live right in the swamp. With our servants and pets.
Do you have pets?
Lots.
Dogs?
Frogs.
I come from the land of the foggy, foggy dew. Where walking through the meadow in the morning is like walking through the The swarms of home are brushed with green and gold at break of day. At break of day, the swarms of home are lovely to behold from far away. In my soul is the beauty of the fall. In my memory the magic of the blood. I know that blood is thicker than water, but the swamps of home are thicker than blood. Where'er I roam, my heart grows dark and cold. My face grows gray, where shadows fall, and I hear the call of the swamps of home. I hear them calling me now, calling me back, calling me Winifred, 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 Winifred. Who do you think you are, girl of the swamp? You have gone too far. Beat up the marshland, give up the struggle. Listen to the voice of the swamp. La 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 la. La 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 la. Where'er I roam, the whips of fate may snort.
Where's that of my crush right there? Huckleberry. What? I'll tell you what. Just leave them all, and whatever I can't use, I'll send back.
Okay! Making your majesty with the tomato to the cradle.
I guess I won't be needing you, Emily. They already sent a girl up to do the floor. Yes, ma'am. You're new here, aren't you?
Well, yes,
Well, just remember, we're all here to do a job, and your job is just as important as anyone else's. Dear, sweet, lovely Princess Winifred, you will pass the Queen's test. You will. Oh, mercy, my dear, you can't possibly clean the floor with such a tiny vat. You need a good, big, wet rag. Here, what's this?
Oh, that's my cutlet.
Use this. Just look at this mess. Oh, my gentle princess, think of it. Can you know what it means to me to be lady in waiting to be blessed Winifred? Oh, Winifred, what name could be sweeter than that?
Huckleberry.
Just look at this table. It's dripping wet. I'll use this. Perfect. I can't bear to see the delicate beauty of my royal mistress in such a messy place. Get that, please. Quick, quick.
Oh, Harry.
Your Highness!
Your what?
Oh, Harry, get up. You don't have to go through the motions with me. Say, I'm awfully sorry about the whole swimming the moat thing. I sure hope I didn't make a bad impression.
Not at all, Your Highness. And if you'll just give your wet dress to one of the ladies in waiting, they'll be sure it's taken care of.
I think it's already been taken care of.
Ah! I see you've met my dear Lady Larkin.
Oh, Harry! This is the little Larkin girl?
The very same.
She's beautiful and a bundle of energy.
When I gaze upon that captivating face, I realize how poor my description must have been.
Sir Harry is not very good at describing people.
Ah,
Well, he may not know how to describe them, but he sure knows how to pick them.
ah.
So if you'll excuse me, I just need to return some of these to the fourth floor.
I have never been so humiliated in all my life.
What happened?
I thought she was a chambermaid.
What?
A chambermaid.
Larkin, how could you? How could you mistake a princess for a chambermaid?
How could you mistake that chambermaid for a princess?
Don't you say such a thing, just because you made a stupid mistake.
I made a mistake. Don't you dare try to blame this on me.
I do blame you.
She was on her hands and knees scrubbing the floor.
She's a real lady wherever she was. That's more than I can say for some people.
I hate you.
Well, I hate you too.
Get out.
Oh, I'm going.
Goodbye.
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 After all, you are a wizard. You should be able to think of something that will help what's-her-name to sleep. Be sure to make some of that sleeping potion.
Yes,
And whip up some of that good heavy incense.
yes,
And give that hypnotic mirror.
yes.
The most important part is that she's hired out first. We have an official ball tonight. We'll make what's-her-name dance until she drops. But what can we do? You two, do you know the seventh is wrong? Tina demonstrate. Now, was that so hard? Why don't we all give it a try? Vice partners, please.
What's the matter? Oh, you lost her? All right, Your Majesty. I will help you.
Has he ever had any success with that?
Well,
I've been here a month, and he hasn't caught a single girl yet.
I'll tell you what. Tomorrow, we will set a trap.
You exaggerate.
Not a bit. Someone's coming? The Queen!
And remember, this has to be the biggest, loudest ball we've ever had. Be sure to hire extra musicians for tonight's dancing. And tell the jester I want you to perform. Not that I can enjoy any of it, not with my aching back and this strange, nagging pain in my jaw. No one will know what I suffer.
What was she jabbering about? What? She's going to make us do something.
What?
I think exercise.
Someone's coming?
I don't know. way, aren't we?
I felt faint and all. I was in my room, so weak, and it got a little stuffy, so I came out here to get some air.
I see you were planning to camp out for a while.
Your Majesty, you don't know, you just don't know. Have you any idea what happened in the relationship between a man and a woman? I'm glad I found out when I did. It's better this way. I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
Yes, I'm leaving the service of the Queen forever.
Well, that's a pretty big step to take, all alone.
I have no choice.
You're leaving forever.
Yes.
Then you'll need help.
Who would help me?
I, my lady.
Oh,
What did you just say? Oh, you want to help take care of the Lady Larkin. Then who will take care of you?
Chivalry demands that we protect the damsel in distress.
If you say so, Your Majesty.
She'll have to travel light. The way a man does.
Ah, yes. She will go as a boy. And we can steal one of Prince Dauntless' suits. We'll get these things out of sight, and you can wait in your room.
no, I don't need any help. Thank you. I can go alone.
Oh, what? Over the wall?
Yes, I don't need any help.
Oh, you'll be fine once you get past the water rats.
Oh yes, they live on the edges of the stagnant pools near the quicksand.
Quicksand.
Beyond the wall that you must climb, and cover the slide, and mess with spiders, spiders are sweet, compared to the snakes on the other side.
Oh, they won't hurt you unless, of course, you plan to go alone.
Well, I did before I knew how awful it was out there.
Then you'll think a second about it, come with me. I know all the secret ways to set us free, over the hills and to the open sea.
And where?
It's April, isn't it?
April.
Normandy is fine and fair, so Normandy is where we'll go. I can show you a field where the peach blossom grows, and I know how to reach a man who knows a man who knows a knows.
It's friendly place.
With rows of windows facing the sea. This time of year, the air on here is rare and clear and warm. In Normandy, I know a meadow covered with mustard flowers, golden as the sun, where a wondrous thing can happen when an April day is done. There's a moment after the sunset when the sky is suddenly green, and when the world stands hushed and waiting for the first white stars to convene. When you see that emerald sky, you'll know the reason why there is not another place I'd rather be. Keep your Eldorado and
you better not let the queen catch you walking.
Hey, have you guys seen Sir Harry? He had a fight with Lady Larkin.
Yeah, he's with that French girl. She only speaks one word of English, but I hear she's a real charmer.
So, what's the one word?
Hey Harry, how are ya?
Ah, très bien.
Say, Harry, after this we're having a little party over at the West Parapet. Don't forget the wine.
I never do.
And something to spread on the ground.
Hey, ask Mabel if she'd like to bring something.
Yes. Voulez-vous?
The king would like a word.
Let the ball begin.
Well, with Mama making up the test, it might be almost anything.
Like what?
Sometimes it's history,
Oh.
sometimes it's dancing, sometimes it's spelling,
Oh.
but sometimes it's a test of strength and endurance. For instance, this one girl had to lift this huge weight, but she couldn't. I can't even lift it.
Hey, I think you're wonderful.
You know, I don't think I ever told you. My full name is Winifred the Beauregard. But Winifred's too formal. You can call me by my nickname.
Winnie?
Fred.
Fred. What a beautiful name. So straight, so strong, so you. I like you, Fred. I like you.
You're just saying those words to be kind.
No, I mean it. I love you, Fred.
He's out of his medieval mind.
I'm perfectly sane and sound. I never felt better in my life. Everybody, come on and meet my incipient wife. I'm in love with a girl named Fred. My reasons must be clear. When she shows you all how strong she is, you'll stand right up and cheer. With an F and R-E-D and F-R-E-D Fred. Yeah, I'm in love with a girl named Fred. She drinks just like her voice, so consider every drinking song and let the world be cold. Little closer, overflowing ways with all the time. With an F and R-E-D and F-R-E-D Fred. Yeah, I'm in love with a girl named Fred. She sings just like a bird. You'll be happy when you speak just when her gentle voice is heard. Dances with such grace, you more perhaps to sing her praises till you're purple in my face. Bravo, bravo, praise no, bravo, praise no. Little closer, overflowing praise and all the time. With F and R, E and D and F-R-E-D Fred. Yeah, I'm in love with girl named Fred. She's musical, she will set your feet up happy when she plays upon her flute.
What is all this noise? The moment I turn my back, there's a bunch of hoopla going on in the corridors. Now I want the truth, you wretch.
Bye.
Jester, somebody have to move. Move, Carter. Go, go, go. Run! Run faster! Do better!
Yes,
We have waited the equal reason. Run! Come on, come on.
Never mind me.
Harry?
Sum.
Summer. S-U-M. Summer.
Summer.
Summer. S-U-M-R. Summer.
Good! Well, if Mama tests you in literature spelling, you're sure to pass, Fred. That just leaves history.
History. That takes in quite a lot, but let's give it a whirl.
The first chapter is called The Bravery of Prince Walder.
All there.
Young Walder, wishing to slay the dragon Fafnir.
Who?
Wishing to slay the dragon Fafnir.
Oh yeah, Fafnir. That one.
Takes his father's sword, Minning. Disguised as the West Wind, he goes into the forest, surprises Fafnir in his lair, and slays him, whereupon he is enabled to understand the speech of birds. Meanwhile, Walder's father, Alberic, disguised as the sacred goat, tells him that the spirit of Gunlier...
Wait, but I thought, come here, but
Did you ring for a page boy?
No.
You've got the wrong room, son. Wait, aren't you Larkin?
yes, Your Highness.
What's the matter?
I have a suit just like that.
I was in disguise, Your Highness. I was running away.
Well, just sit down and rest. Don't let's pull up a chair.
But the Queen has ordered me to.
Never mind what the Queen has ordered. Just sit down.
But she yelled.
Now, what's this all about?
I'll just go out and stand on the parapet naked and catch a chill and die. That'll show him.
Show him what exactly?
He'll be sorry.
Who?
Horrible, Harry.
You mean big, nice Harry?
Wait a minute. What did you do to him?
What did I do to him?
Well, you must have done something. You're talking the way I did once when I was afraid to go home because I'd given my little brother a bloody lip. It was an accident!
We had a little disagreement.
So you decided to run away?
He said some perfectly horrible things.
I see. Well, I guess in that case you were right. I guess just about the only thing to do is pack up and get out. Unless, of course, you just go to him and say you're sorry. Listen, that Harry is a wonderful boy. He really loves you. Why? We were on the road for 2 weeks and he never laid a finger on me.
Oh, Your Highness.
Now, just go put on something pretty that shows you're a girl and patch things up with him. Oh, and Larkin, try and act a little helpless. Boys don't like girls that are too strong.
Oh, I do.
Oh, dear, sweet princess. How will I ever repay you? Oh, I know. If it's a girl, I'll name her Fred. I'm coming, Harry.
Wait, what if it's a boy?
Well, Dauntless, you better go get ready for bed and leave the history book.
I'm positive you'll pass Mama's test tomorrow. At least I'm pretty sure. If you don't, I'll understand.
And so, the young Prince Walder, having slain the dragon Fafnir with the sword Minning, rescued the Princess Frigga, and together they mounted his horse, Trigga, and rode to the castle Wunderbar, where they were married and lived happily ever after. Well, I'm glad. They all lived happily, happily, happily ever after. The couple is happily leaving the chapel eternally time. As the curtain descends, there was nothing but loving and laughter.
I'm alone in the night, by myself, not a dwarf, not an elf, not a goblin in sight.
That girl had 7 determined little men working day and night just for her. I'm sure the queen gave her a poisoned apple. Even so,
She lives happily, happily, happily ever after. A magical kiss counteracted the apple eventually. Though I know I'm not clever, I'll do what they tell me I have to. I want some happily ever after to happen to me. Rapunzel had patent tresses that were double the length of her dresses. She was locked in a tower for years by a wicked old witch. Then one night in despair down, she scrambled by letting her hair down.
that's what I call
Quite a switch.
I wonder. No, it'll never hold.
I'll be finished before I begin. And besides, I don't want to get out, I want to get in. I want to live happily, happily, happily ever after. I want to be happily living the chapel eternally tied. Although I know that I'll never live happily ever after. Till after I'm a bride. And then I'll be happily happy. Yes, happily happy. And thoroughly satisfied.
Bully and a tyrant. Just because you wonder on first, you think that you're all.
Now you see here, this man is charged with attempting to take a young woman out of kingdom against her will. And that is a serious offense.
He didn't do it. It was a frame-up. You got it all wrong. He was protecting the Lady Larkin.
No. Sir Harry, I can't leave yet. There's someone I must see first.
Haha, who?
The wizard. I want permission to speak to the wizard.
Yes, yes.
No, no, permission denied.
Sir Harry, you're a farthead!
That's you!
Yes, you are, farthead. Trying to help.
Oh.
We're all trying to help.
And how can you help?
By finding out what the test is from the wizard.
But that is cheating.
Don't you understand? This is for you.
Let me go see the wizard.
No, no, if anyone should defy that wizard's magic, it should be I.
You must stand guard.
All right.
This is my job. No, you might get hurt. You can't come, that's final.
What's going on? What's the matter, Papa?
The king must come with us.
I'll get rid of him.
Right.
Your Majesty! Prince Dauntless is ready now. He needs to have that personal talk with you.
Well, maybe some other time.
Oh, I don't think so.
Dauntless! Your father wants to have that little chat with you now. It can't be put off.
It can.
It's very important.
It is.
Do your duty, sire. Well, what is it, Papa? Well, what do you want to talk about? Tell me.
Stop. Look. Listen. Little prince. Oh, little prince. Boy. No. I didn't know it's flower. Girl. Flower.
by. Baby flower, grow high. Oh, tell me why. Oh, Father, tell me, Father, don't be shy. Boy flower, girl flower, love each other. Boy flower, father, girl flower, mother. Yes, yes, but how? It's very interesting, but how? Oh, tell me now. Bee on boy flower. Boy flower dust gets on bee. Bee flies to girl flower. Dust touches girl flower. Oh, I see. No, I don't see. It's very interesting, but still not clear to me. Woman is like girl flower. Man is like bee. And like boy flower. And like me? What? Oh, tell me more. I've got to know about what getting married is for. Sounds like Carrie. Sounds like Carrie. Mary. Man and woman get married. Winifred and White. Love each other. A night? One night. One night. Yes, yes, one night. It's very interesting what happens in the night. What happens, what happens? Oh, tell me, Father, please. Shall I go and pick some flowers? Shall I go and catch some bees? Princess Winifred and I will get married, and then one night, oh, yeah, these the stork? You're saying the stork is gonna bring us a baby? Papa! I already know all about the stork. Mama told me about that years ago. No, wait a minute, Father. Flower, seed, man, woman, bee, baby, small. It isn't the stork, it isn't the stork, it isn't the stork at all. Oh, life is grand. It's very interesting. I think I understand. I think I know. It's very interesting. Then you are very Father, I love you so. Ooh, root beer. Pardon your wizardry.
What do you want?
Our friend, the minstrel, is a great admirer of yours.
No soft soap, please.
Oh, this is no soft soap, sir. And I wouldn't say it was, apart from the fact that I've vanished. And, well, I just wanted to come and say what a great admirer of yours I am. Pardon on.
Audubon? Do not call me by that name.
I use that name with honor, sir. I don't think I'll ever forget seeing you perform at Glastonbury in '92. What a show! What a triumph! You took on 7 curtain calls.
8.
Do you happen to remember a little boy in the 3rd row who stood up and yelled bravo that night?
Yes.
I was that boy.
I can't believe it.
Yes, and now I'm in the show business too.
You must be part of the guild. Camelot,
Local 7
I can't believe someone still remembers those days.
Yes, and now I'm in the show business too. And I just wanted to let you know what those days meant to me. I better be going now.
Wait, minstrel. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! Just for you.
Thank you.
Please, come, let's chat. Let's have a seat.
No. The Queen wouldn't like it if she still knew I was around.
Don't worry about her. Please, have a seat.
Anyway, you're probably busy with that test tomorrow.
Don't worry about the test. That is all taken care of.
I suppose you could tell an old guild brother what the test is about.
I'm sort of under oath, you know.
I understand. Well, better be going.
Wait, minstrel. May I borrow your handkerchief?
Or handkerchief.
They do say my act is pretty foul.
That's an oldie but a goodie.
Wait, I have another. Let me grab a little red rag out of my little brown bag. Now, see this little red rag? Yes, very small, very tiny. I will put that into my hat. In my hat it goes. Now, when I put it in my hat, I will blow it. And 1, 2, 3, ta-da! It is gone.
Cardamom the Great!
Yes. Now, I bet you can't guess what that test is about.
Astronomy!
No, you never guess. Oh, sensitivity.
Sensitivity! Cardamom the Great!
Cardamom the greatest. Now, let me show you. No. I'd better not.
I'll go, but may I ask one favor, Cardamom? May I have this?
What do you want with that?
Well, a memento of the good old days, because of my father.
Keep it.
Thank you.
Wait, that's it.
Camelot Local 714. Thank you, sir.
It's a good thing you did for that boy, Cardamom.
For his father's sake.
Say, I don't actually have to be out of here until daybreak. How's about you and I go down to the wine cellar, split a few bottles, and talk some more about, talk some more?
Fine. But minstrel, there's something here that I started that I'd like to finish. Please, go on ahead. I'll meet you in 2 seconds.
I'll be waiting.
What's the matter, Jester?
Oh, nothing.
How about you say something funny, cheer yourself up?
Have you ever heard of my father sliding Peter Jingle?
Is that funny to you? I don't know. I think the Joker's losing his touch.
Joker? I'm a jester. I am far from sentimental or romantic. And I like to think I'm strictly up to date. But at times the dancing gets a bit too frantic in these hectic days of 1428. So indulge me if I pause to raise my chalice to a quaint and charming dance they used to do in the days when my dear father played the palace back in 1392. My dad was then an heir and quite just like the dare. In his very soft shoes, how he could dip and glide and and slip and slide. In his very soft shoes, I used to stand and watch him every day. He was always smooth and love. I hear the people say he's a regular dancing fool. He barely touched the ground and never made a sound. But I noticed and always refused that when he took his bow to the ground and the crowd went crazy and the house came down. Went back for his very soft shoes.
Who's there? Grab the phone!
Friend, I hope. Oh, Harry, look at me, Harry. Harry, just look at me, Harry. I was running away, but only because I thought you didn't love me anymore. I thought you didn't love me anymore. Well, even if you don't love me, I can't love anyone but you, and I want to be near you, if I can, for as long as I can. But I understand if you've changed.
Well, in a way I have. Yesterday I loved you as never before. But please don't think me strange. I've undergone a change. And today I love you even more.
trance. Deep in Morpheus' arms we lie, off we go to Medivi.
I think I'm getting a sigh right here.
Oh. The poppy and mandragora incense, please. Drowsy incense, sweet aroma, wraps us in a gentle coma. Murmuring voices seem to say, Mr. Sandman's on his way. The sleeping drop. A little extract of opium and warm milk before bed, I always say. Drink it down. Now I'm sure you'll get a good night's rest. I wish I could say the same for myself. But just to ensure that you have no trouble drifting off, I have prepared a nice treat for you. Bring in this nightingale of Samarkand. Where is the nightingale of Samarkand? All right, birdie, sing. Stop! I have brought you here to put a live princess to sleep, not wake one from the dead. Let's have a lullaby, birdie, nice and soft. Yay, Verily. Why aren't you in bed? We're almost there. Help her up. Oh, well, at least one of us will get a good night's sleep.
What are you, some kind of nut? Quiet! All right, Lumps. Watch out! All right. Take it from the top. Good night, everybody. Sleep well. What a beautiful bed. 20 soft, downy mattresses. I'm gonna sleep like a baby. All right, sheep, I'm ready when you are. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here, let Mother take a sip.
I can dress myself.
Far be it from me to interfere, precious.
I can do it.
Why are you dressed like that so early in the morning?
Well, today's the test, and I want to look my best.
The test? Why, the test is all over, Johnson.
Huh?
The test is over, darling boy.
What? When was it? What was it?
It was last night. I put her to bed on quickly soft downy mattresses with a pea under the bottom one. To test her sensitivity. The pea would have kept a true princess away.
And she slept?
Well, I'm sure I don't know, but she was practically falling asleep before she even got into bed. I mean, she looked just ghastly. She was yawning like a vulgar scullery maid, and she looked old enough to be your... Oh. Well, we'll see.
Oh, Fred!
consolation prize. Serves that be.
Here, Your Majesty. Very thoughtful gift.
Charming, charming. Justice! Now where is our little slug of it? She should be out by now. Oh, here she is. She's not even dressed yet. She must have slept like a baby.
37,428.
37,428 pounds.
Sheep. Will you stuff your mattresses with jousting equipment?
You mean you didn't sleep?
I mean, I hardly shut my eyes.
You passed!
Past what?
The test! Mama put a pea under 20 mattresses, and you felt it, and now we can be married! Oh, yeah!
A pea under 20 mattresses? No wonder I'm black and blue.
Now don't you think she's pretty?
No, she's not pretty. She's beautiful.
20 mattresses, huh? Dauntless, dear, I'd better leave the wedding arrangements to you. You should start looking for a small kingdom for us to live in. I have a feeling we aren't going to want to live with the in-laws.
She's gonna get cold sleeping there on the table. I better take her up to her room.
Douglas, wait!
For what?
To give this matter proper consideration.
Why? She passed the test, and besides, I have to take her up to our room.
Listen to your mother. Throughout this heartbreaking business of trying to find you a princess, I have never nagged, never interfered, and never asked for a single word of sympathy.
Shh, Mama, she's asleep.
But I will not stand by and watch my only son throw his life away on some little nobody.
Mama, quiet.
And may I say that I have never trusted anyone with those shifty eyes, or that mean little mouth, or...
I told you to shut up!
It happened. It happened. The prophecy. The mouse devoured the hawk.
But the queen, she cannot speak.